Let us begin by becoming still. Let us take a breath and let the quiet settle around us. Whatever we have carried into this moment, we can set it down now, just for a little while. We open ourselves to this new day, to whatever it may hold, and to the presence that moves through all things. We are here, and that is enough. We give thanks for the gift of waking, for eyes that open to light, for lungs that fill and empty without our asking. We are grateful for the simple fact of being alive, for the steady rhythm of our heartbeat, for the warmth that flows through our limbs. We give thanks for this body that carries us, even when it aches, even when it tires, even when it does not do all we wish it could. We are grateful for the night that has passed, for rest received or rest attempted, for the mercy of beginning again. We give thanks for this home, for walls that shelter us, for floors beneath our feet, for the small comforts we so easily overlook. We are grateful for water to drink, for food to sustain us, for the ordinary provisions that make life possible. We give thanks for the people we will meet today, for those we love and those we have yet to understand, for every soul traveling their own unseen road. As we step into this day, we acknowledge that we do not know what it will ask of us. We do not know what challenges may come, what surprises may unfold, what small disappointments or unexpected joys may find us. We acknowledge that we will encounter moments we cannot control, words we cannot take back, feelings we did not choose to have. We will meet other people in the midst of their own struggles, their own weariness, their own hidden burdens. And so we ask for the grace to move through this day with gentleness toward ourselves and toward others. Help us to see that beneath the surface of every interaction, there is a deeper story we may never fully know. When we meet impatience, help us to remember that we, too, have been impatient. When we meet harshness, help us to recall the times we have spoken more sharply than we intended. When we encounter someone who seems distant or distracted, help us to consider what weight they might be carrying in silence. Grant us the wisdom to recognize that everyone we meet today is doing the best they can with what they have, just as we are. Help us to soften where we tend to harden, to pause where we tend to react, to breathe where we tend to clench. We ask for patience with ourselves when we stumble, when we forget, when we fall short of who we hope to be. May we learn to meet our own mistakes with the same compassion we would offer to someone we dearly love. When we feel the old familiar frustration rising within us, help us to notice it without judgment, to name it without shame. When we feel inadequate or behind or not enough, help us to remember that we are not measured by our productivity or our perfection. We are enough simply because we are here, simply because we breathe, simply because we belong to the great family of living things. Help us today to notice the small kindnesses that surround us, the quiet generosity that so often goes unspoken. May we see the person who holds a door, who offers a smile, who listens without interrupting, who makes space for us in their day. And may we in turn become a source of such quiet kindness for others, not in grand gestures or dramatic displays, but in the small, steady acts of presence and care. Help us to listen more than we speak, to ask more than we assume, to wait more than we rush. When someone shares their struggle with us, help us to resist the urge to fix or advise or minimize. Help us simply to be with them, to honor their experience, to hold space for what is true for them. We ask for the humility to admit when we do not know, when we are wrong, when we have caused harm. Give us the courage to apologize without defending ourselves, to acknowledge our impact without retreating into shame. Help us to repair what we can repair and to release what we cannot change. We ask for clarity of mind as we go about our tasks today, for focus without frenzy, for diligence without drivenness. Help us to work with care, but not to make our work our worth. Help us to contribute what we can, but not to exhaust ourselves in the effort to prove our value. May we remember that we are more than what we produce, more than what we accomplish, more than the roles we fill. When we feel the pressure to perform or to please or to be something other than we are, help us to come back to the simple truth of our being. We are loved, not for what we do, but for who we are. And who we are is always changing, always unfolding, always in the process of becoming. Help us to trust that process, even when it feels slow, even when it feels uncertain, even when we cannot see where it leads. We ask for eyes to see the beauty that lives in ordinary moments, the sacred that hides in plain sight. The way light falls across a table, the sound of water running, the smell of something cooking, the touch of fabric against skin. These small things are not small at all, but threads in the great weaving of our lives. Help us to be present to them, to let them nourish us, to let them remind us that we are alive. We ask for the strength to carry what is ours to carry today, and the wisdom to set down what is not. So much of what we hold is not ours to hold. So much of what we worry over is not ours to solve. Help us to discern the difference, to know when to act and when to release, when to speak and when to be silent. Give us the serenity to accept what we cannot change and the courage to change what we can. And above all, give us the wisdom to know the difference. We ask for protection over those we love, for those who are struggling, for those who are in pain, for those who are sick. May there be healing or comfort or peace. For those who are grieving, may there be gentle companionship and the slow return of hope. For those who are afraid, may there be reassurance and the courage to take the next small step. For those who are lonely, may there be connection, even in the smallest of ways. For those who are lost, may there be a light to follow, a path to trust, a hand to hold. And for ourselves, we ask that we might be a source of comfort to someone today, even if we never know it. May our presence bring calm, our words bring clarity, our actions bring care. May we leave every space a little softer than we found it, every person a little less alone. As we move through this day, help us to walk gently upon the earth, to tread lightly, to take only what we need. Help us to honor the world that sustains us, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the soil that feeds us. May we live with gratitude and restraint, with awareness and respect. We acknowledge that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, woven into a vast web of connection and interdependence. What we do matters, not because we are powerful, but because we are connected. Our choices ripple outward in ways we cannot always see, and so we ask for the grace to choose wisely, to act justly, to love mercy, to walk humbly through this world. As we prepare to step into the hours ahead, we take one more breath. We feel our feet on the ground, our weight supported, our place in this moment. We are here, and we are held. Whatever comes, we do not face it alone. There is a presence that moves with us, a grace that sustains us, a love that will not let us go. We are enough. We are ready. We are grateful. And so we begin.